Hello everyone, this is Jane, and as you all know, we're going through Lent season, so I want to share something about fasting. Although the Bible doesn't give a direct command on this issue, but fasting is mentioned both in the Old and the New Testament. So, one of the most telling passages of fasting, in which fasting is mentioned, is Matthew chapter 6, verse 16. In this, Jesus is sitting with his disciples and he is talking about fasting, and he begins with when you fast. Not if you fast, but when you fast. Jesus' words imply that fasting should be one of the regular practice of his followers' lives. They should always practice fasting. And people fast for many reasons, but today I'm going to share 3 reasons for why people fast. So the first reason is to seek God's wisdom. We all need wisdom, so we should seek God's wisdom. Like Paul and Barnabas, they both prayed and fasted for the elders of the churches before committing them to the Lord for his service. So we should seek God's wisdom first. So the second one is to gain victory. After losing 40,000 people in the Bible, it says that after losing 40,000 men in the battle in 2 days, the Israelites cried out to God for help. In Judges chapter 20 verse 26, it says that the people, they went up to Bethel and they cried and they sat weeping before the Lord, and they also fasted until evening because they wanted help. But after that day, God gave them victory over the Benjamites. So we should ask God for help and he will help us. The third point is to worship the Lord. Luke 2 tells us a story about an 84-year-old prophetess named Anna. She was devoted to God. In verse 37, it says that she spent all the day in the temple worshipping God, praying and fasting. She was devoted to God, and fasting was one of the expression of her love to him. So always remember that fasting will be one of the expression if you love God. So may God bless you.